I cut strange fruit.
No, Joe, I want to sing the damn song, all right?
I've told you 100 times, people in high places don't want you singing that song.
And I've asked you over 100 times, what people, Joe?
The government.
Just last week, I saw another movie, Judas and the Black Messiah, which sort of talks about how the government sort of unjustly and doggedly persecuted an icon of the Black community. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we can't turn back time and bring these people back. Mm-hmm. But what do you hope can come from movies that sort of expose just how corrupt and awful the government was?
Exactly that. You know what I mean? I think exactly that. I think truth is what I really, really hope comes from this. One of the things, and I've said it a million times before, but I don't think you can continue hating people. You can try. And I don't think we continue to move forward as a society if we do not know the depth of a person's struggle and the breadth of their contribution. And the depth of their struggle is so real because I oftentimes people think about, oppression and then as just sort of this overarching word for just like not being nice to people. But it was so nuanced and it was so manipulative.
It's amazing, too, how quickly some of these stories sort of become these one-note stories. Like, oh, she was a singer. She wore a flower in her hair. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes. She had these songs. Rosa Parks sat on a bus. And like how quickly these stories can get filtered and disappear.
Right.
Lee, did you have, when you were working on this movie, I mean, imagine you were a Billie Holiday fan, but did you have a song while you were working on this movie that became like your favorite?
I wasn't a Billie Holiday fan.
Oh.
I wasn't. I became a Billie Holiday fan because of the script and because of really understanding Strange Fruit really for the first time as a 58-year-old man. Mm-hmm. But I think the song that I love the most in the film is All of Me, that she sings it because she just gave all of herself. And I love Andra's rendition of that at the end of the film.
What about you, Andra? Did you have one that you were like, this is a great song to sing?
Yeah, what about you, Andra? Which one do you like the best? I've never heard that one from you.
Well, the funnest was Pigfoot and Bottle of Beer for me.
Yes! Bigfoot.
It was fun. It was just a good time. I could feel what he wanted, what Lee wanted Billie to feel like, which was she's at home. She's in Baltimore. She's with her people. She's letting
crowd surfing, which Billie Holiday didn't crowd surf with
right, exactly. But I love that you put that in there because it's sort of like, because the other thing about Billie is like, okay, she likely didn't crowd surf, but one of the things I love about her, there's a beautiful book, which we get a hint of Jimmy Fletcher in there, called With Billie, and Stump Daddy, he's a musician that she just sort of meets on the fly and embraces. And he's talking about his experience and them sharing a cab, her just hopping into a cab, just Billie Holiday. And at one point she's hanging out the window, hollering at people on the streets, you know what I mean? Or hanging out, I think the roof or something of the cab or the window or something like that. So she was kind of, she probably did crowd surf, but she did have that streak about her. And so I love that the movie taps into that because I think this generation looks at people from that time and goes, that's not, would they have really done, like, they're not just some old people in a black and white movie. They were actually nuanced human beings, you know what I mean? And so I think that's my favorite one. All of Me was also just because it just taps something very, very, very different.
Reporters keep asking me, Billie, why you do the things you do? This is what I tell them. I love me. We love you.
NAACP says Billie Holiday is the voice of our people.
I think we should integrate the audience for this show. Let's change it up a little bit. Blacks and whites sitting together.